Salutations, daydreaming stargazers and crewside members. If you clicked on this video, that means, baby, you found my spaceship. I am Josephine, your favorite celestial auntie, quiet as is kept. In honor of the beautiful women of color who've come before us, humbly I open my vessel. Spaceship protocol requires that you kick your shoes off at the threshold, drop any carry-on luggage with baggage claim, like and comment below how TT is out here whipping this ship. I'm so excited that you're here. See you inside. Let's do this. We are heading to our first trip. Now, before we hop on this teleportation pad, I did notice there was like some little weird buzzes and whistles and beeps. So I hope we don't have no issues before we go to this first stop on our flight, y'all. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm ready. Oh, somebody fix the batteries in the machine. Come on now. We got to be better than this. Anyway, up there we go. Oh. Ouch. Hey, baby. Where are we? Let me get up. Go over there with your cousin. Let me get up. Get up, baby. No, get up. Ouch. Where are we? I don't know. Hey, babies. Where are we? Oh my gosh. Y'all, we done made it to the past. I am at my uncle's birthday party, and that happened last week. Let me see if I can get in contact with IT, because this teleportation machine, I told y'all it was acting up. I told y'all. So let me see what they say. Then had me crash landing in my uncle's spot. Hold on,
Much later.
This is not the worst place. Okay, well, keep me posted. I'm already sweating my edges out. Yeah, I just got here. Yeah. 2 days? Well, today and tomorrow? Okay. I should be up and running Monday? No later than Wednesday? We gonna chill. We gonna chill. All right.
From the south side of Chicago, yeah. And
Oh, thank God. We made it back. When I say we had some glitches, baby, we made it back. Because I promise you, after that last show, when we landed in that human zoo, I told you don't touch the fence. It was going to electrocute you. And look at you. Now your eyebrows are fried. Oh, man, I didn't think we was going to make it out of that. I'm not going to lie to you. But we did, and we're here. So hear me out. Technically, in real time, we've only been gone for a couple minutes. Okay, so I feel like we can still get the flight in. All right, my bad, okay? I'm pretty sure the teleportation pad is going to be fixed by the next flight. And I'm pretty sure we won't land up in some face-eating or zombie apocalypse type universe again. I'm so sorry. It will grow back. Yeah, I gave you the ointment. It'll grow back. Yeah, my bad, dog. So with that being said, let's go ahead. I think we got to go back in there. I know we do. We got to go back in there, but let's just see what we can do. Hey, I got it. I'm gonna go. but we need to stick together, okay? If something else happens, we need to stick together, get back to the pad, and then like jump together, okay? We can't lose somebody like we did. Y'all may not remember it, but I do. That's why you gotta rub the ointment on it. Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. Climb in here. Oh, okay. We made it safely. Wait, let me count you. Yeah, y'all are all here. Y'all are all here. We made it. All right. So this is my room. Y'all remember from the last few flights ago, this is my room. I'm chopping it up with my homegirl, right? She's letting me know that she just got in to the university out in Louisiana and she was excited, but she was conflicted. I won't get into the details, just know she was choosing between a life in one place versus a life in another and the possibilities that came with it, right? I'm kicking in my room, and of course, the type of person that I am, typically I'm gonna play like devil's advocate with you. I don't want to be the one telling you what you do and don't have to do. That feels icky to me, right? So I'm chilling in the room. She's laying out everything. And I'm like, okay, well, if you stay, these are your options. If you go, these are your options. Like, it sounds like you want to go, but you feel like you need to stay. Type vibe is really what we were coming to. So, over the course of however long we were talking, baby, we could talk for hours. We came to the conclusion that she was going to pack up. She ended up talking to her people and it was a go. She was going to take the bus. And I'm like, how long is the bus ride? She tells me it's like 10, 11 hours. And I'm like, oh my God, how much is it if you drive? Because in my mind, I got the keys. You feel me? I got the keys to my new baby, Jimmy Soul. Yes, y'all. My mama felt so bad for letting me get Dakota Braylene. She was like, nah, baby, this is your car. This is your first car. This is your first car. Okay. So in my mind, I'm already thinking to myself, you need a ride. I want to drive. I'm gonna take you. I didn't say anything to her yet because I did have to get the green light from my mom's, but in my mind, I'd already like offered and she accepted. Because I'm like, well, shoot, if you can find somebody to take you, that'd probably be a little easier on you. Da 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 booty boop. And if you had like gas money, you know what I'm saying, somebody who had a vehicle, all they would have to do is put the gas in the vehicle, you know what I'm saying, and drive with you. So I'm really beating around the bush. We both are. We know what we're both saying, but you got to go through the proper channels. When you have stricter parents, well, you have parents that have tighter reins. You know how you have to move with them. You can't just come out and be like, I'm trying to do da 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 da, especially when it's a possibility that they're going to say no. You got to find a workaround, a loophole, if you will, right? So a couple days go by, and I'm throwing hints out there like pebbles in the lake to my mom, like, oh, Betty, she's decided what she's going to do for college. Week. Yeah, she's going to go to a university out in Louisiana. Week. she And she's thinking about taking the bus, but that's gonna be like 10 hours. If she rode with someone, it would really only be like 8. Week. And she just looking at me like, what are you saying? Josephine, what are you trying to do? You trying to go? You trying to what are you trying to do? What are you saying to me? And I'm like, okay, mom, let me give it to you greasy, okay? I'm taking her to her college. Yeah. And she was like, and where's she going? I'm like, Southern tip of Louisiana. Sorry. I'm like, oh, she's gonna be in Louisiana. Okay, how far is it? Oh, about 8 hours. She was like, okay, who's all going? Oh, it's just gonna be me and her riding that dusty road. She was like, okay, is she coming back with you? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna ride back. She was like, by yourself? I'm like, yeah, for 8 hours. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. Okay, mommy. All right. All right. So, how can we get this going? So, she started with all of the objections. One, you just got this car. Two, that's a long drive for you to be doing by yourself coming back. Three, I don't remember what three was, but she made that point validly. And maybe a fourth. But by that time, the no was sinking in enough for me to be like, okay. So, how can I still do this? And you say yes is basically where we came to the precipice, right? The crossroad, if you will. So mom's like, okay, well, if you're gonna take it, you need to rent a car because you need to put all those miles on your vehicle. And I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, I'm way below 25, and she knew what she was doing. But I'm like, okay, cool, check. So what did I do, y'all? I went and I ordered the vehicle. Okay, I got some economy size that I can put our stuff in and go. Okay. Then she was like, okay, if y'all are gonna go, you can't go just y'all two. You need to go with someone else. Say less. Let's take her younger sister, who was like a year or so younger than her. And so we were like, check, we're gonna take Patty along with us. So it's gonna be me, Betty, and Patty. We're gonna have a grand old time. I already rented the vehicle, it's a go. So day of, I'm talking to my mom. She was like, did you get the reservation? Da da da. I'm like, yeah, I even got the card, blah blah blah. And she was like, okay, I'll drop you off. So we go earlier in the morning. We pull up, and when I go to check out the vehicle, they pull up. Y'all remember these little go kart, these little toy cars? You see this? Yes, that right there. I don't remember the name of it, but that right there is what they pulled up. Now, mind you, I'm thicker than a snicker. And me and my bestie are like, we're full figured young gals at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, high key, we're probably like 12, 14s, 14, 16s. You know what I'm saying? Little hip, little thigh action. So, who's fitting in this? Who's going to fit in this with all of our luggage, too? So, my mom's like, didn't you read this descriptions? I was like, it didn't say that. I just got the cheapest thing, but it didn't say this. So, I'm still trying to haggle with them. They're telling me, well, you can get this car or like a Honda. So we're like, okay, well, give me the Honda, right? When it's time for the checkout, they're like, okay, so let me see your IDs. Okay, so who's over 25? I'm looking at my mom, and mind you, the salesman's been ear hustling this whole time. So my mom's sitting there getting on me about making sure I drive safely while I'm on the road, da 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 da. Call her if I need anything, da da da. So this man's like, oh, so you're not gonna go with her? And my mom's like, no. Like, oh, we can't rent this car to her. And I'm just looking like, see, mom, this is why. I just need to take my whip. Let me whip. And so my mom's like, okay, well, if you're going to do all that, you need to make sure everything's checked out under the hood, blah, blah, blah. We were supposed to leave like super early in the morning. By the time that we got everything together, it was like late in the day. So me and Betty decided we were going to leave super early the next day. Let's say that it was like a Friday because I'm not in school at the moment. And it fell through. So Saturday morning, we leave. I go get everything situated with the car, and then we leave stupid early in the morning to go to Louisiana. So it was like early. I go pick up Betty and her sister, and then we are on the road. So let's do that, shall we? So we're driving, cruising, all of that. And when I say that this was a vibe and a half, I had never felt so free in my life. It took us about 8 hours to get down there. We did a couple stops, got something to eat, laughing, joking. By like the third, fourth hour, you're tired. You're ready to get there, right? So we finally touched down. We drop her sister off, and it's still early enough in the day. Okay, we didn't got in like super early, and once we drop her sister off, we hit up her people. And for the purpose of this story time, let's also call her cousin, who we spent majority of the time with, Sally. So once we touch down in New Orleans, we call up Sally. Sally's like, oh, here's the address, da 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 da, go get dressed, and then we're gonna be here. Bye 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 bye. The family function. I'm ecstatic, you know what I'm saying? So we're driving up, there's culture everywhere, like it's a vibe and a half. We pull in, we get into the house, and I ain't gonna hold you. I was a bit shocked, a little bit, um, how do I put this? It was a shock. The condition of the place, but it's one of those things where later in life, having kids, I can see how exacerbated you can be with a situation. You know what I'm saying? So them clothes, they may get washed, but are they gonna get folded? You know what I'm saying? Like dishes eventually gonna get washed, but are they gonna get washed today? I get it. Some days it's like that, especially when you have like little kids. It can get like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sprinkle in postpartum, sprinkle in, just transitioning into motherhood. Like, sometimes it can take you a couple of years to bounce back when you were a first time mom. You know what I'm saying? So I think about things like that now, now as an adult with kids, but back then I was like, yeek, what is going on? So we get in there, it's like toys everywhere, stuff everywhere, but it's like, it is what it is. We walk up in the piece and it's like, okay, we're taking all our stuff, putting it where we're gonna put it, somewhere high, somewhere, whatever. And but it was a lovely home. I want to state it was a lovely home. So hold on, so we're in the piece. We're getting ready. Sally pull up because she was doing something somewhere. So Sally pull up. We're chopping it up. She's giving us a rundown on where everybody is, where we'll be heading to for the function, and plans for afterwards. I'm down. Okay, I'm down, y'all. So we're out. We get dressed. We go over to the function. We start meeting all her family on her daddy's side. It's a great time. They're cooking, they're eating. I'm hearing some tea being spilled, but it's not my business. So like keep it moving, right? We get there, we're kicking it, and then ultimately Sally's like, what y'all about to do after this? Da 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 da. And we're it's whatever for us. So after we kick it with her people for a while, we go back to the house, we change, we get showered up.
Diaphragm, feel it from the diaphragm, go. Diaphragm, diaphragm, feel it from the diaphragm.
Whatever makeup we thought at the time. I really don't know, right? We get dressed and we're riding around. We got to pick up some people, if I'm not mistaken, like another cousin. Or no, we went and picked up her sister, if I'm not mistaken. We picked up somebody and we're riding around. We're like under the bridge and stuff. Uh, it's like this club. It's like under the bridge. It was dark outside. I didn't really know where I was going, but it's like this little club. We walked in. It had like a little stage and like a pole with like a little, you know what I'm saying? Just like just like your run of the mill, like club, like a little, you know. So we're there, and if anything, at this point in the game, I done been to a couple clubs. Oh my gosh, the Dallas nightlife. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh, so many memories. I done been to a couple functions by this time. I done been to a couple clubs, so I'm expecting kind of like Dallas like nightlife and Dallas music. So coming down here, everybody's like, it's bounce. It's like bounce music. So every song is like,
What?
okay, so by the time we make it to the juke joint, we come in there with our little clothes on, and I'm used to Dallas music, so I'm like, I'm moving like this, and everybody else is moving like this. So
Stop it. Get some help.
it's definitely a culture shock, but it was fun. Like I'm watching all the booties wobbling, doubling, dibble and dabble. They had some that it was just a dope situation. Everybody was funny. It was real cool. Like we danced with a whole bunch of different people. The music was cool. It was authentically New Orleans. It was New Orleans bounce the whole way through. You feel me? So we had a good time. The culture out there is just different. So even the function at her people house, they was passing us drinks, making us all kind of pink panties and stuff. Like they did not care. It was just a vibe. So we do all the we did all that all night. Ended up coming in like 4 or 5 in the morning. Crash out, mind you. I gotta go home eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I stayed one more night, and that's the final night. We ended up, saying our goodbye. She said whatever to her people, her daddy and them. And then we go to her grand people house. Now, mind you, on the way out, I'm gonna have to pick her sister up because her sister is hanging out with her people out there, right? So we pull up. I pull up to her grand people house. They live on a ranch out in the country. And when I tell you that, they was living the good life. Okay, they had natural well on their property, so they had well water, and all of their faucets and everything filtered that well water. So when I tell you we took a shower and my skin was like silky, it was silky, y'all. I felt so, you know what I'm saying?
Blend of organic fruit extracts for hair that's naturally beautiful.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And then they had like chickens and goats and horses and all kind of stuff. So like when they make breakfast the next day, like they like chefed it up, made us like omelets and everything. This was the best omelet I ever had and ever done. It was like, I can't explain it. The egg was fresh. That's all I can say. I can't explain it no other way. But it was a wonderful meal. And her grandmama had like this raisin bread. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. So I was just like, I ran through that what she had in her cupboard. I ain't gonna hold you. Like while we were there that final day on Sunday, I ran through everything. I ran through it. And she had to go back and get more raisin bread. But like it was such a vibe. They sent us off with like a big gallon of fresh water and all kind of fruits and vegetables, all kind of stuff. It was a vibe. So um all in all, when we went, when I so all in all, when I dropped Betty off, we had a blast. She's just telling me about her expectations for school or whatever. But ultimately, I guess you can say she was anxious. At the time, I know she felt she made the best decision. So we said our positive affirmations. We said our goodbyes. I went and scooped her sister, made it back by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. Look, when I tell you, I don't know how we made it back. We were so tired because uh, Patty also was, you know what I'm saying, she was out doing whatever she was doing. So we were like zombies coming back. Fell asleep in the Taco Bell parking lot in the middle of I don't know where, somewhere between here in Louisiana. Talking about taco in mouth, knocked out for a little bit. We got our bearings about us, made it back safely, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? Life ended up lifing like it did, and that ended up leading to me going back out there during probate, y'all. Oh, such a time. It was such a time. Uh, but I'll probably do like a short video on that. How long have I been talking? I feel like maybe I can. I don't know. Let's see. I'll do something short for now. Yeah, I'll do something short for now, and then we'll double back. We'll double back. We'll double back. Okay. But when I say, if anything, the experience validated me as an adult. I did have to haggle with my mom, so there was that. But I felt like an adult. I did all that by myself. I made it. So something about that made me feel valid. You know what I'm saying? See, what they don't tell you is when you're between the ages of 18 and like 25, you're really just out here with your training wheels on. Okay, some of us have to get thrown in the fire quicker than others, but like you really just out here just trying to try. You know what I'm saying? So in moments like this, in moments of like these spurts of independence, it just shows you like, hey, I can do this and I am an adult. Because technically, by law, you are an adult at 18. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it though. Sometimes it feels like they're giving you this responsibility and also denying you the right to be an adult at the same time. I don't know. That's one of the things I felt when I was younger. Like, I'm an adult, but y'all not treating me like an adult. And then it's like, girl, you are still acting like a child, but you're legal. Get it together. But I say all that to say, we had a time. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let's get us back on the teleportation machine. I know by now y'all ready to go. So let's go ahead and, okay. Okay, we made it back. Hey, but did you die? But did you die? But did you die? You didn't. You made it. You made it. We made it to another successful end. With that being said, while we descend back into reality, y'all go ahead and collect your things. Thank you for coming and kicking it with your TT yet again. I really appreciate you guys. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Bye, y'all. I do apologize for this detour, okay, y'all. We were supposed to be just a little flight. You know what I'm saying? And here we are, taking a cruise. It's okay. It's okay. So, I know I want to be a teacher, part-time nurse, full-time surgeon, radio personality, and full-time artist with a minor in dance theory. That's kind of where, double majoring in anthropology with a minor in sociology and human sexuality. Like, look, when you hit a certain age and it's time for you to start making decisions for yourself, it is very important. It is very important for you to truly consider it is what you want to do and what it would take to finish it, based on all the knowledge that you have present. Now, saying that to a fresh adult, someone who is 17, 18, about to go into the real world, that's like saying, trying to explain the color red to someone who's colorblind. I see what you're saying. You're holding up this object, you're saying this is red. But that kind of looked like this. And you told me that was green. So I don't know. Does that make me green? Probably. And with some of the decisions I made, it made me real blue. Very blue. Very blue. But I find that very interesting as a 30-something now. Taking advice from my TTs and my mom, they gave me sound advice, but I couldn't. It was like talking to a wall, y'all. I couldn't give it back to you. I could regurgitate what you was asking of me, but I couldn't really give you what you was asking of me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. So I don't want to be the type of friend where I am telling you what you need to do. Telling you what you need to do. telling you what you need to do. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't be that friend for you. But what I can do is play devil's advocate with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do all that extra, but I can play devil's advocate with you. Because it's not about what I want you to do, it's about what you need to do for yourself. Right? So what does that mean? That means, okay, well, pros and cons, staying and going. What's up? So she's running down the pros and cons. I'm like, okay, bet. So if you stay, what's up? What about your scholarship? Can you get it, like use it later? Or is it a use it or lose it? To my knowledge, from what I remember, it's a use it or lose it. So I'm like, well, baby, okay. So what's holding you back? So, we're asking, answering all these questions, leading her to the decision she ultimately wanted to make, which was to go. Right? Okay, so boom. Now we're talking logistics. How long will it take for you to get there? I'm sitting there chopping it up. Now, mind you, we walk in, we say, hey, I'm sitting there like this, open mouth cackling, right? Somebody say something so funny. So I go, ah ha 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 ha, blink. And I have a cup in my hand, y'all, with drink in it. And they got drink in it. I promise you, I didn't ask for it. But I'm sitting there like, oh, ooh, what's this? And they're like, it's a hurricane. Slap your mama. It's a, I know you lying. It's a, I know you lying. She had some kind of name for it, and I was like, it's a, I know you lying, huh? It's gonna make me go blind in one eye, but just for 2 seconds. I'm gonna taste rainbows and colors. Okay. So it's safe to say we got a little sloshy, right? Because after a handful of times of me just blinking and seeing a drink in my hand, like, we're getting towed up. It's hot outside, everybody's sweating, you know what I'm saying? Open mouth cackling, getting stuffed to the T. Now, while all this going on, I noticed that Sally is on her phone. I'm nosy enough to try and figure out what she got going on. So, we're trying to figure out what the next movie's about to be, right? So we pull up on Sally. We're like, Sally, what you doing over here? Who you talking to? Because she's like, for real, enjoying herself on that phone. So we're trying to figure out what the move is, because it seemed like she got something, 9 on its way to 10. And she's like, so what y'all want to do now? Insert accent, thick accent. And she's like, so what y'all want to do now? Y'all trying to go in the house, or y'all trying to, you feel me? And we're like, what you got in mind? Right? I want to know, sidebar, is how interesting things have gotten on the dance floor. I notice now that, like, guys dance with guys and girls dance amongst themselves, but you don't really see them, like, dancing together. And I just find that very interesting, because back in the day, baby, just wasn't a twerker. I couldn't make my back and booty do all that. I was gonna wind your ass down. I was gonna wind your ass down, as far as these knees was gonna take me. Anyway, so I just found that interesting. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure my boobies don't pop out this shirt. By the way, what do y'all think about this shirt? I got it from Dee Dee's, surprisingly. And at first I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna have my chichilums out like this. But they're kind of holding on by the thinnest of threads. Literally. So we'll see. I don't know if I ever wear it out in public yet, but I like it. So anyways. And, for a long time, it was so dope. I keep in contact with her. She let me know how things were going, and we made plans to link up during probate. Oh, y'all, that was such a time. And that ended up being, I think, the second time I went on a road trip. Y'all, it was a journey to get there. Let me say that. It was a journey to even get down there. I had to I had to couch hop. I had to couch hop. Did a whole bunch of this and that. It was a great time, so to say the least. It was a great time, a sleepless night, and we had a blast that second go round. So, like comment below. Gosh. Anyway, now so for the first road trip, let me say this. So, sum it up. For the first road trip, I felt accomplished. We made it home safely. I got to shake a tail feather a little bit, and I had solidified that I was an adult. I was a travel girly, and we was gonna have some fun. And once again, I could do no wrong. Okay, definitely want to reiterate that for future flights. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to this teleportation pad, y'all. Oh, I got scared for a second. I thought we was trapped again in the human zoo, but it appears we are not. So it's all good. It's all good. No harm. Okay, well, we made it. You're safe. I'm safe. We're all safe. Once again, like I've said before, if you notice that you're tender in places, like from the elbow down, y'all may not remember what happened, but I do. And it was terrifying. So let's make sure next time, I'm going to make sure next time we use this thing that it is properly calibrated so we don't have to go through that again. Okay, well, it does appear that we are descending back into reality. I'm here for it. So, please make sure that you get your carry-on luggage, take your shoes, and I'll see you next time. I promise next flight, I'm going to have the TP, the teleportation pad, up and running properly. Because we can't go back. We are wanted in about 3 galaxies right now. It's also something you may not remember, but as long as we don't go back, we're okay. All right, I gotta go. All right, y'all. It's been great. Now, I'm not here to rush you. I'm really not here to rush you, but I need for y'all to go ahead and go, because Heike kind of accidentally caused a zombie apocalypse in one of our timelines. But my thing is, who puts a vial of antiviral next to the virus with no label? Y'all, crazy. It's absolutely crazy.